put you right into the thing.
I feel like my voice sounds better in person than when I hear it reverberating back to me. Is that true? I guess I wouldn't know. Nobody would know.
You know how people will know? If you get off the phone and speak into the microphone.
I am speaking to the microphone.
Speak into that microphone.
Both of them. All right. I'll talk to you later.
You are killing me. I'm trying to get through this whole thing. Okay, starting over. So men and women need to have strong bonds, need to have strong intuition, and families are going to be the key to our society succeeding. And I don't mean like American society, I just mean like the world. And the problem is if we don't do that, we are going to find ourselves on the outs really, really soon. And so we need to do everything that we can to protect that. And if we don't protect that, I guarantee you we're going to be in for a world of hurt that we have never, ever known before. So we got to do it. You know, but, oh my gosh, this stupid...
I bet you sound like Meghan Markle. What?
It sounds like...
Oh, why am I hungry now, too? Oh my gosh.
Well, it is later. And if you haven't eaten sugar, you're probably not satiated like you normally are.
I know, because I ate a bunch of vegetable stuff. I ate sweet potatoes and peas with pineapple in it.
And so then you don't actually feel like it's what you don't feel enough.
I could be thirsty,
That's why people...
I could just be thirsty.
Yeah. Well, then go get water. Have water.
Yeah. So
is more than happy. No, just go get it. Like, drink. You can drink water on the stream.
Usually I get a...
I mean, you're worried about drinking water in the stream when you're answering your phone on the stream? Come on now. Like, what are you talking about?
But you can hear me while I talk on the phone. You can't hear me if I leave
No
the
one
room.
cares about that conversation.
Face doesn't care.
Oh, my goodness. Oh my gosh. Is everyone enjoying the ineptitude of me going through getting swallowed up by Master Hand over and over again? Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious. I am getting all the hearts back though, so that's good. I keep messing up with... I guess that was the point of that, huh? Oh, but then I'm missing... Okay, so let's see. So there, and then there. Okay. Master Hand, I hate you so much. I can't even handle it. Let's see, where am I?
Ugh.
I'm in there, so I'm guessing it's just this. I'm just going to move through. Stop getting stuck.
I'm gonna lean back in the chair and
contemplate life.
Just contemplate life. Not say anything for a while. Itch my neck, and I think I pulled something down like here. Just it's probably from walking so much yesterday. I mean, like it was fine. I got through it, but. So then I get to the dealership,
right?
And I see the Mustang there, and it had snowed. Oh, you finally got to the last guy?
Yeah.
Whoa, he looks like
I did it.
Oh my gosh! It looks like a guy from another video game on Sega Genesis.
How is this? Oh my gosh!
Man, that guy looks
Everybody
tough.
See all the movement going on right there?
But yeah, was it
Holy
Life Force?
cow.
Was the game Life Force? Okay, let me gotta look this up real quick. Life Force Genesis.
Oh man, I'm guessing they're trying to get me to burn through it, like to actually use the rod. But the problem is, which is usually true, you usually are supposed to use what you get.
Oh no, it is NES.
But the problem is
it NES, really?
There is no magic anywhere.
So anyway, I get there and I see the Mustang and it's covered in a bit of snow and it, melted through the day and then iced over. So it's just like caked in like snow ice.
Right.
I'm like, ah. And I get in there and they can't find the key. And they're like, where's the key at? Yeah, they can't find the key. And it only came with one key fob. It was like, oh my gosh. And so they're trying to call the guy, like, who worked on it? Where's the key? And it feels like forever because, even though the bike was fine and I enjoyed the walk, at that point in time, with the car covered in ice and I didn't have any tools to scrape it off, I'm just like, so.
I don't have enough magic to actually do that room.
So you have to go out and get magic?
I guess, but I don't really know how to do that. Like, I could farm magic, I guess, but... Unbelievable. Ugh. So your key fob is gone.
So key fob is gone. I can't find it. Or they can't find it. They're calling the guy. They eventually find it, but
if you're homosexual, we don't care if you're homosexual. That has nothing to do with a lack of Christianity.
Yeah, I mean...
We're not going to pretend we're not going to pretend, so I'm not going to speak for Cam. I'm not going to pretend what I do or don't believe about homosexuality. But I also don't care, and that's the point. I don't care what you are. If you're homosexual, that's fine. I don't care. That is a there's a misconception, I would say, maybe brought of other histories and epics.
And it doesn't.
But I know lots of Christians, and I'm telling you now, most Christians don't care. They don't care.
And
but there's a difference between saying I don't care and saying, but we also believe in family values.
Yeah, and I mean, it doesn't necessarily say that homosexuals can't be Christians either.
Well, of course you can be Christian.
I have a cousin that grew up LDS, went on a mission.
My cousin married a gay man. So and they are divorced now, but nonetheless, they were not. She did marry him.
So yeah, I mean.
But the thing is, because that's kind of a funny way that you put it, even too, because it's couldn't be a Christian. It's of course they could be a Christian. That doesn't even have anything to do with the problem, right? It's not anyone who believes in Christ is a Christian. Now, does Christ have standards? Yeah. And do we fight about what those standards are and mean? Yes, we do. But that's kind of the issue with all religions, is we're all trying to figure out what is the truth and what is what God wants us to do, and we have done a really poor job of figuring that out. Gosh, this is not going to be easy.
That's cool. Catholic cathedrals are amazing and fantastic. Their liturgy is pretty interesting. Although I've tended more Greek Orthodox, but I think they have a similar liturgical ceremony. So.
Oh yeah, I have a fairy. Got that fairy, but now I don't have.
And the biggest thing in this day and age is to find common ground to build on, because there's a lot of problems and evils in the world, and we are trying.
Right, we already have enough. We already have enough issues with. Oh my gosh.
Well,
this is going to be so hard.
Politics and major corporations trying to.
Well, and that's the whole thing, is it's we're trying to figure out ourselves how we go about this world. The problem is that, so I'll give you a perfect example, okay? And this really frustrated me. So I watch a show called Game Grumps. I watch them pretty consistently, right? That's what this whole idea was based on. I'm trying to capture a little bit of what they do, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm I'm doing that. So they have other friends that they do. Like they obviously all make friends like in this space. So they're talking about a lot of things that kind of like we're talking about. We're talking about speech and what we should say, and then obviously like you're talking about Christianity and homosexuality, which is all great and grand. And like I think the conversation is wonderful, and I'm not going to not have the conversation because it needs to be had. So they start talking about like, well, maybe there are jokes that shouldn't be said. And so I'm kind of rolling my eyes. It's like, okay, like we're going through this whole diatribe, blah, 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 blah. In the same breath that they say maybe we shouldn't make fun of people.
All right, sounds good. Thanks for tuning in. They
then say, oh, did you catch the Book of Mormon musical? And I'm thinking in my mind, you literally just said that you think that maybe there are not some jokes that are reasonable or should be said, but you're okay with religion being mocked mercilessly by a musical that whether you like it or not is fine, because I'm on the side of make fun of, do whatever you want. But don't tell me that you're upset about people making jokes and saying that some jokes shouldn't be made, and then in the very next breath saying, I love the Book of Mormon musical. Like, are you kidding me? How like unreal that was to hear. Like, how like out of touch with anything.
So I think Jesse Kelly says it best because he goes on this kind of stuff like that, and it's just like, why should we be like surprised about this stuff? Because he thinks that all those people are like communists, right? And he's like, they don't have standards. You know, we have standards, but they don't. So why should we be surprised that they do stuff like that? Because we're thinking of it in our terms, like we have standards and we have these basic decencies, or that we don't do double standards, and we're trying to be fair and open for everybody. But they don't, because they don't have those same kind of values.
That's not what they do.
Yeah, they don't have those. So it's like, I mean, we still get outraged by it because it's just like, how can that be? We're like,
how can you be so dense? How can you be so like out of touch?
Conceive that people can't think in these rational, egalitarian, systems.
Well, and the thing is it's so blatantly like, you think this and now you're saying that, and it's like, you are out of touch. You are out of touch. And it's amazing. And they do it too without any kind of like sense of any sense of like irony. Right. They don't even think, they can't even get beyond that fact, and it's like, it is obvious that this is not congruent with what you're saying that your values are. You can't in one sense say, okay, I don't want certain jokes to be said because they're offensive, but I'm okay with the Book of Mormon musical because I think it's funny. Like it's literally the same. It's literally the same thing. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
This boss
but I mean,
going to be...
it's just a lot of people that they wouldn't see it as this, but a lot of these things have become a religion. It's an absolute reason that the heretics cannot exist.
Right.
I don't know if you.
And it's funny because
heard
religious people have that same issue.
Yeah.
Like we kick out heretics too, so it's not like we're.
That's how we
naive.
know it, because we.
Yeah. Yeah, because we get it. Like, we're not naive to that whole principle, which we both also don't believe in either. Like, we know the damage that does.
Yeah,
especially when you consider like Christ loves everyone.
Camaraderie is necessary and needed, but at the same time, individualism with and in Christ is paramount.
Right.
So,
well, and the thing is, too, is like, the standards, it's just like you're saying, like, standards matter, and the standards of what we're trying to do and achieve as Christians or as conservatives, like, that matters. But we also need to know what the standard is, and that's why Christians lose out, in my opinion, because they don't have a standard. Like, we believe that our church is true. Well, guess what? So do Catholics. So do Muslims. So do Church of England people. So do blah, 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 blah. And the problem is like, there is, because religion is the way it is so undefined within its own space that we end up hurting each other, like, a lot. And that is not good.
Because, I mean, you could have confidence in your own religion without taking down others.
Sure.
But I don't know. I mean,
but it's hard because it's like,
I don't think
when we say that the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints is the true church, we're obviously going to step on a lot of toes. Yeah. And as LDS people, we need to understand that. Like, we need to understand what it is that we're saying and not run away from it, but also be like, yeah, that would make sense that an evangelist would look at us and laugh, or be like, how could you say that you're the only true church? Like, because that is also true. Like, that is an audacious thing to say.
And there's a lot of connotations that go with that.
Right.
And it, kind of summed up in a clip from
Which
South
is funny
Park.
Because we don't even believe.
But wait, I was a good Protestant.
Yeah.
I was a good Catholic. Which religion was the correct religion? Oh, it was the Mormons. The Mormons was correct religion. Which is, I don't watch South Park or anything like that.
They're fascinated with the LDS religion.
That's because they're ex-members.
Well, I've heard that's not true. It's just that they lived next to members.
I see.
So they had a friend that was a member, which in my mind makes a little bit more sense. But
I don't know. The other one actually makes more sense with the things that they did, like their movie that they made, and.
Well, I wouldn't think that they would do it I think that would have made them probably not do it, because people who tend to be ex-LDS tend to not want any of that clout. Oh my gosh.
Maybe.
This is not gonna happen, everyone.
Not gonna happen.
I've gotta come up with a better strategy. And this is what makes Zelda hard. Not only are you sitting in this dungeon trying to figure out the dungeon, but then you get to it and you're like, oh, now I gotta fight Mothra.
You're short on magic power.
And now I can't even do it. Can everyone see this on the screen? Like, what do you want me to do?
You gotta dodge spikes, you gotta dodge fire rings, you gotta dodge flapping wings.
Alright, I gotta go get a potion. That's what I actually do need to do.
So you can heal yourself?
I can heal myself, and I can...
Magic
red
yourself?
Potions, I can do both, yeah.
Need to get magicked up like a John... Oh, wait, that sounded weird. I was going to say Magic Johnson, but the way I was saying it was going to sound really salacious, so...
That's fine. Don't worry about it. Let that ride. That don't matter. If people want to think something is salacious, that's for them to think. It doesn't mean it is. I just had that happen in class today, and they're like, oh, and I'm like, guys... Literally stop being idiots.
I know. Oh.
I'm going to say what I want, and I'm going to write you up, actually, if you don't knock it off.
Yeah, you know how hard that is?
It's ridiculous.
You know how hard that is to do in an automobile history class, and you're talking about heads and, sparks and fuel and gas
and it's
and
can
exhaust
we all
and
just
tailpipes.
Stop being idiots for 2 seconds?
Right.
And then it makes you feel bad or dirty as if you did something. It's like, no, you're not going to make my job hostile because you're an idiot and don't know how to handle yourself in class. No, I'm sorry. That's not how this works.
I know. Oh man, what was I going to say? It's about class. No. Oh, yeah, now I remember. There's a King of the Hill episode about that, and they hire a new guy voiced by Ben Stiller, and he's just like,
did a voice. That's kind of interesting.
He's like, I'm the assassin, and the kind of harassment with that kind of innuendo stuff, everybody's having a good time and everybody thinks Hank Hill's like a stick in the mud, and I think he gets I don't know if he gets fired or he goes on vacation or leaves or something like that. And eventually, everybody else is just they're so tired of it that they want him to come back to get rid of it. And so,
right.
It's a pretty good episode on how you could take things too far.
Well, the thing is it's there's time, the inappropriateness of certain things is different than even what we're talking about as like jokes. Like offensive jokes have like they have their place, but it's not when I'm teaching you math. That's not the place. Right. Oh yeah, now I can sprinkle that on enemies, and the enemies will become. What does this one do? No.
Hey, thank you. This is medicine of life.
Good. So now I have life and magic. I have 2 bottles of it. So now I should be just fine. So now I've put it hopefully on easy mode. Now the issue is though,
easy mode,
is that there's not, and I maybe should have just been playing this on the Switch. On the Switch, I can actually do what are called save states, and so then like if I mess up, then I don't have to go, because if I mess up here, I have to go all the way back and get that bottle and get that medicine again.
That's what the E-word things do that are bad.
Yes.
Which is the only which I don't know about, and
which no one knows about,
and which I've never used to finally beat Ninja Gaiden.
Nobody.
Nobody knows.
I think it's gonna be really fun when we play Super Mario Kart on this stream.
I better take like some kind of sedative before we play, and then like really
No,
or
that's
like,
what's gonna make it fun, yo.
Really mellow
when he
me
starts
out.
screaming, and then I start screaming at him. All right, everyone have an ad. I need to stand up. Oh my gosh. Ugh. It's so hot in this room for some reason.
Stand up for your rights.
Sleeves on.
No, usually I dress even warmer, but it was warm enough.
Maybe I just need to get a fan in here.
Yeah. Oh, there's where all my hunter hats are. There's the new ones.
I like just the solid H. That's my favorite one.
The gray one. Right here.
But now I gotta trade in all my red, which is Utah Utes, to navy blue. And navy blue is fine. Dallas Cowboys are navy blue. I probably would not have done just straight blue, because that's how much I hate
17,
BYU.
16.
I
50,
hate BYU so much I won't even wear the colors.
But they're supposed to be royal blue, right?
Yeah, technicality, but yeah. And I'll be honest, I don't like the color just blue. Like I like baby blue, I like sky blue, I like there's a car color, like the car color that's blue.
Oh, like the Ford Electric blue?
Those are kind of cool.
Yeah, I do like
but
those.
I just don't like the color. Just straight blue, it's not a good color. I don't know why people like it. I think it's annoying. I hate it. It's not a good color. It's so bland. Red is such a better color. It's not even close.
I like the offsetting of blue and red, like Superman's colors. I like when I wear them.
I see. I like Superman putting together. That is true. So maybe it's just I don't like it. Or like I love plain red, but I do not like plain blue. You can accent it. I will say though, Granger's colors I think are really gross.
What is Granger's?
They're like a baby blue. Yeah, they're a baby blue and a red, and it is not good. It is not a good palette. I'm sorry. Whoever thought of that, you are dumb. Like
what are Hunter's colors?
It's silver, which really ends up being like a gray because silver paint and gold paint actually has to have it in it, or it's not actually silver. I don't know that a lot of people know that. There's actually an actress who got painted in gold paint, and because gold holds its holds your temperature really well, she almost died. But it's because it has real gold in it, and real like gold. If it doesn't have real gold, then it's not gold. Like it's not gold paint. Like that color is not. You're not really able to make that. So it ends up being kind of like just a gray that you would think is silver-ish. So navy blue, that, and white. That's our colors. And I'm okay with navy blue. I can get on navy
Does
blue.
Roots even have colors?
No, I guess you would call. They do
Probably
have
rainbow. The rainbow. Taste the rainbow.
Speaking about homosexuality.
Taste it.
But yeah. Taste it. But yeah, so that kind of is all my jiving and movement on that.
You gotta jump jiving when you drive away.
See, and this is a thing that I hate now. I don't really know that I should go forward and try and fight the guy, because I have to stop. I have to stop in the middle, take the potion, in order for it to work. But I have such low hearts right now that I'm torn on what I should do.
We'll do it right before you get in.
Well, no, that's the problem. I want more hearts now, so that when I take the potion, I will have essentially 3 sets of lives of hearts and 3 sets of magic. That's the other thing too, because if I take it, let's say I take it because I'm trying to survive. Well, if I haven't used my magic, then I only used it for hearts. You see the conundrum? We're gonna try it though. We are going to see.
Yeah.
I think every hit takes away 2 hearts, so I can only get hit once, and then I gotta. But I'm not sure how much firepower it's gonna.
All right, this is exciting. He's gonna do it. You better hard up.
Yep, because then if he hits me.
Hit him, hit him, hit him. Get him, hit him, get him.
Sure.
Actually, I really like this song, or at least every time they play it in like a show. Annie up.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Is it working?
Kind of. We're going to see, because I'm actually not sure. I don't know how many hits he needs either. That's also the problem.
Oh man, those things are stacking up weird.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Does everyone see the difficult, like... And like, okay.
Woo!
Your invincibility frames are when you like disappear and you go like blank. Well, your invincibility frames or iframes are really short, so you get stacked on constantly. When they were making this game, they did not think some things through. You morons at Nintendo. Okay, here's a voice for you to do.
Oh, who's speaking?
There will be a new maiden.
A new maiden. Oh man.
So here we go.
Rook, because of you, I can escape from the clutches of the evil monsters. Thank you. Do you know the prophecy of, the Great Cataclysm? This is the way I heard it. If a person who has an evil heart, gets the Triforce, a hero is destined to, appear. And he alone must face, the person who began the, Great Cataclysm. If the evil one destroys the hero, nothing can save the world from his wicked reign. Only a person of the Knights Hyrule, who protected, the royalty of a Hylia, can become the hero. You're of their bloodline, aren't you? Then you must rescue, Zelda without fail. Do you understand?
Uh-huh.
May the force of the hero lead to the, Triforce.
Oh, that was adorable. And I hope a lot of you got offended.
That's
what I hope.
What negative things have we been saying? We've been saying a lot.
I dare you to say only positive things for the rest of the stream. Man. Okay, I'll talk about things. So I love buying Pokemon cards. Love it. I just bought some more today. I actually found, the celebrations part just came out this year, right? So it was a celebrations of the original. So Pokemon has been around. was it 25 years? Yeah, 25-year celebrations as I look at one of the boxes I had before. So, the 25-year celebration packs came out, and they had, like, Charizard, and they had, like, the old school original Pokemon cards. So, I pulled a Blastoise and a Charizard. So, I'm hoping within one of those 3 boxes that I have right there that Cam can see that a Venusaur is in one of those boxes.
A Venusaur?
Because then I will have the 3 original starters. I'll have the 3. I'll have their 3
And these are at a
ultimate.
Walmart?
Yeah, that was the thing. So in Walmart, they.
Did you ever play the
I've
game?
never. Yeah, well, on the phone, but not with the actual cards. That would be suicide. In my heart, because I'm not going to mess up the cards to play the game. I will play it digitally, though, which is really fun. We should play it, actually. It'd be fun. I wonder if you would like it. And I have other cards I can use, like all those cards right there that are stacked that you see there. Those are all Pokemon cards.
Oof.
I just won't use, like, the holographic ones, but we can play with those.
It'd be fun to do a D&D night.
Yeah, that would be fun. But we got to get streamers who want to do it with us. Yes, Steam faces.
I know.
But anyway, so what? So yeah, I'm hoping that that'll happen, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to get to that point. So that would be great. All right, everyone. We appreciate you being on the stream today. We're actually going to cut it just a little bit short. 2 hours is a good stream tonight, I feel.
Yeah.
You guys are great. We appreciate everything you do. We appreciate the support. Please let other people know that we're doing this.
Please.
The way that this grows is if people come and see it, and then they follow, and then they continue to follow, and we continue to get up. We're eventually going to get things on YouTube. Hopefully, Cam's brother will start editing soon. We also need to make, like, an outro, just our voices. So, like, we'll use the same intro and outro in our YouTube videos, but then we need to, just me and you need to have, like, thank you for watching this, and so it's like a 5-second thing that he can overlay on that. So we'll have an intro, that outro, and then just smash it together. But yes, so we appreciate you. You guys are great. Sorry that the dungeon took a long time. I at least did research to know how to get to the dungeons, but apparently I should still probably do a little more homework on dungeons as well. And I'm torn by that because I want it to be natural but not boring, so we'll figure it out. But you guys are great.
Thank you. Yeah. Tell everybody.
Have an ad.
Let us know what we could do better in the comments.